drama, pathos, laughter, sadness, and entertainment, which is kind of the ingredients for any successful drama. We've got to remember we're in series 4. That's a testament to the writing, the people who made the show. So you can expect the writing to be more elevated. You can expect new themes coming in the storylines. So we're in the 1950s. Everybody's progressing. Everything's moving forward. We're no longer under the shadow of World War II. Austerity's gone. Women are becoming liberated. My character, Geordie, is stuck. He wants to go back to how it was, but everyone else is moving forward. Well, initially, Geordie and Will are an immovable object against an unstoppable force. Initially, this hilarious story, a backstory to this, but initially, I interview Will because he's got evidence that I need to solve a crime, and he's refusing to give it. So I lock him up in a cell. The backstory to that is, when I auditioned with Tom, I was doing chemistry reads for all the wannabe Will Davenport, and I saw about 14 guys, and we were sitting reading, and we're reading this interview scene. And when Tom read it, he thought he was just there for one episode, and as the villain. He actually thought he was just a villain in the piece. He thought he was the murderer. And when he came to the audition, he went, "No, you're here to possibly replace James Norton." He went, "Oh, well, that changes things a bit." It was hilarious, and we got on so well, so that it was inevitable he was going to get the part. So initially, there is this conflict and a massive age gap as well. And so you have this very kind of young energy and progressive energy set against this guy who wants to go back to how it was. But they realise in order to function within the series, they need each other. You know, a vicar, people confess their darkest secrets and deepest sins to vicars, and that's a very handy tool for a detective. So we team up very quickly, and there's a lovely shorthand, and then we worked on the relationship so much so that he became the son I never had, and I became the father figure he never had. Whereas previously with me and James, he was this guy who I lived vicariously through. I wanted his life, and he wanted mine. I only wear one outfit. The whole way through, 4 series, I wear a brown suit. That's it. So the only research I do in the whole series is watch Peter Falk playing Columbo. That's all I do. I completely plagiarise his performance, his look, his mannerisms and everything, and it seems to work. But in terms of the storylines, you just react to what Daisy's put in front of you, or any of the other writers, and how the directors put that visual grammar forward. Everybody's at the top of the game. So you've got this amazing safety net. You know, I'm not a detective. I didn't go and see a detective. We fake sincerity, we suspend disbelief, we pretend to be other people. And so that was the only research I did. The writing and how the themes affect the relationships, that's all down to Daisy and the team around the script. It's how he sees other people coping with it as well, because you're getting all this peer pressure at work. What? Your wife is now the breadwinner. And that can be very kind of humiliating for a man, especially in the 50s, being the breadwinner. But also him realising what maybe Kathy's invested in the family, but then moving outside that, she's become liberated. She's got freedom, and maybe she's recognising somebody that is on a trajectory where she's going to be friendly with other people, lots of women, but more importantly for him and more concerning for him, is men. And that's what really gets to him. It's in that era, and as a man. Yeah, so he doesn't deal with it very well at all. But there's an incident that happens in the series that profoundly affects their relationship, and which is very relevant to today, which deals with assault, and how he deals with it, and how she deals with it, and how all the other characters deal with it as well. I'm here to help to tell a story, and Grantchester tells really good stories in a very entertaining way, I think. Oi, listen up. Watch Grantchester on the STV player. Please watch it. I need the publicity.